Now, would you believe me if I told you that Dillian Whyte once said that he would bang Stormzy in the face, all because Stormzy introduced Anthony Joshua in the ring? Confused? Don't worry, let me break it down for you. So let me set the scene for you. It's 2015 O2 Arena, fight night, AJ vs Whyte. Two young men who hated each other. Now here's where the story starts to make sense. AJ is making his entrance into the ring, and Stormzy's there with him. So now you may ask me, yo Extra, where are we going with this? Don't worry, let me land. Man try to say he's better than me, tell my man shut up, yeah? Remember that lyric. It is 2015 and Stormzy is slowly taking over the UK music scene with his iconic Shut Up track, which he then remixes for AJ's entrance, and it sounds a bit like this. Man try to say he's better than AJ, tell my man shut up. Bear in mind how I told you before to remember the lyric to the original song. It sounds nothing like this. Now the reason why this was so rude is because before the fight, these two had actually met in the amateurs and Dillian Whyte had stopped him. So it was a thing where it was like, you see this AJ guy, I'm gonna knock him out, he's easy. And Stormzy had pulled up unannounced, uninvited, and pretty much said like, hey Dillian, shut up. Now AJ ends up beating the absolute brakes off Dillian Whyte and knocks him out in the 7th round. Now you see, after the fight, just when you thought Dillian Whyte would take a humble approach or even call AJ out to another fight, he says, you know what? Allow all of that blood, yeah? This Stormzy guy violated me and I need to see him now. So Dillian then goes off, pretty much saying to Stormzy, you would never say shut up to my face because you know what I'd do to you, I'd knock you out. He also calls Stormzy a traitor, pretty much saying like, hey, me and you are both from South, so how can you stick up with a guy from North? What's wrong with you, bro? Come on. So now the whole UK scene is just looking at each other like, surely this can't go anywhere. That has to be the end of it. But Stormzy then says, you know what? Hold my cup, big man. I got something to say to this Dillian guy. Give me one moment. So a few months down the line, he then goes on to release his one take freestyle and says the words, and I quote, threatening me won't make you the heavyweight champ. Rude boy, stop it. Now, surely after hearing something so disrespectful, you'd think Dillian would do something outrageous to Stormzy. But then Dillian Whyte just brushed it. He said like, I don't care. I've had enough of this guy. He's not important to me. But then in 2018, during an interview for Sky Sports, Dillian Whyte came out and said, you know what? Me and Stormzy have resolved our differences. You can't hate on a man that's doing his thing. And then, yeah, the beef stopped there. What a crazy story.